Taylor Swift is on track to generate $5 billion for the U.S. economy. 5 billion with a B. Yes, I said 5 billion with a B. And the reason why that gets me excited is because she's an artist at the core. Yes, there's a business wrapped around her and she is a business, but ultimately she's an artist. And I think that she may just be the true proof of everything that I'm trying to tell independent artists. That is, artists are founders, right? People think of artists as like, oh, somebody who's just a creative and they don't have a business. But you have to have a business to be generating 5 billion with a B, billion with a B for the U.S. economy. What are we talking about? Let me show you what I'm saying. Let's look at this. Generating $5 billion, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour has an economic impact greater than 50 countries. National study of concert goers shows more than 1,300 spent per event, with 71% saying the experience was worth it and 91% saying that they would do it again. Ooh, 1,300. That's just on the ticket. That's the thing. We still talking about there is any. Not only is it just a ticket, she is selling out multiple venues. I mean, multiple nights at a venue, right? So this is the Eras Tour. Let me go back over here for those of you guys who need to see it right here. The Eras Tour is Taylor Swift's tour. For those of you guys who don't understand, she is on tour. Well, she's doing multiple nights at arenas. She's selling out those. Most people just do the arena. I'm gonna just go to the arena. They're gonna promote it and they're gonna sell it out. She's selling out 3 nights at a time in different locations. This is crazy. This is unprecedented, which means people are coming there. They're staying in that particular city. They're getting a hotel. They're using transportation. They're staying in restaurants. All of this is happening so much so that world leaders are asking Taylor Swift to bring the Eras tours to their city, like to their countries rather. For example, it says here, Chilean President Gabriel Boric recently took to YouTube to make a plea to the renowned artist. In a video shared with the public, he expressed his desire for Taylor Swift to include Chile in her Latin American tour. Why? Because being an artist is big business. It is big business. Taylor Swift, with this $5 billion that she's generating for the U.S. economy, is proving the point that artists are founders. She has not just earmarked on an artistry, she has founded a company. How do we know? She's doing business. She's generating more business for other businesses and so forth and so on. And just in case you think I'm just kind of just putting my opinion out there, let me give you some hardcore facts. So Taylor Swift has a $740 million net worth, according to Forbes. Taylor Swift has a $200 million publishing company, all wrapped up within a publishing for her songs. The songs in and of themselves is one thing. There's a $260 million tour production company, right? Because to go on these tours, you have to book out these arenas, you have to pay sound people and light people and stage hands. And I mean, there's so many things that have to happen for an event like that happens at a stadium. So there is a tour production company. And then you have to route the tour properly so that everybody is getting there at the same time. There's this big team and this big production crew that's all going, right? There's this whole thing. So the production company is $260 million. There's $150 million worth of real estate. She has 150. Listen, did I say $150 million real estate empire? An artist, yes, she is the one who has that, an artist. And then there is $100 million worth of like brand partnerships or endorsements or deals of some sort. 100 million. Yes, I said $100 million worth of deals. And so when we think about like brand partnerships, that means I am a brand. To be able to have a brand partnership, it has to be B2B, business to business, brand to brand, right? So one of the things that I'm always trying to get artists to understand is that they themselves, when you decided to launch out and become an artist, you created a song, you created a product. Once you created a product and you continue to sell it, and you decide that you're going to make a service by going out and performing these songs live at shows, now you have a service, you have a product and a service in your business model, right? How do we know this? And so we because we get to the point where we have a Taylor Swift who has a service, which is her bookings and her performances, but it has turned not just booking for shows, it turns into a tour production company, right? That's a entirely different thing. You have to wrap your mind around that. And so just her and her own ecosystem, there's millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. But then when she takes this tour on the road, she is responsible. She's responsible. Be the person that's responsible for something. And you could be, especially if you are listening right now and you're an independent artist, or you're an artist, or you're creative, or you're a tour production company, or you're a publishing company. Listen, you could be responsible for helping generate billions of dollars for your economy. How do I know that? Because it's currently being done. People want her to come there. Now, what makes it $1 billion generation for the U.S. economy? It's because, well, let's go ahead. Matter of fact, let's head over here. Let's see what they have to say about it in this article. So let's say, so I would say it's the hotels, it's the restaurants, it's the travel that's booked. So it's the tickets. People are coming as not just one person, they're coming as a family. So that's not just one person that's a tourist. Now you got 3 or 4 people who came. So not only did they go to the Taylor Swift concert that they booked on whatever night was probably the one of the 3 nights that they were going to, they also going to hang out in that city. So now you have a family of 4. Ugh, it's just multiplying. People are going with their besties or their business partners. There is, and the average cost of the ticket is $720. Some people are paying $1,300. Listen, this is it's kind of wild, right? It's very wild to me that this type of thing is happening. $5 billion for the U.S. When you can generate money for the economy, not just for yourself, not just for your team, the writers who are on the team, and some of these people who write and make the songs, they do the all the songs become videos. They're videographers, they're wardrobe people. Some of them never even go on the tour side, they're on the song side. That's the product side. Then there are other people who are on the service side, which is the show and the presentation of these songs. There's an entire group of people that has to be paid there. There's that's working, and so forth and so on. And then when you bring that show there, there's an entire group of people who now have to clock in to work. They got to be more people at the Starbucks nearby that location because she came to town. And so you have brought tourism into place for a city, and then you do it city by city by city by city. Then ultimately for that economy, you're generating revenue. And see, this is the type of thing that I want artists to think about. Not because you desire to be Taylor Swift, because not everybody can be Taylor. It's only going to be one. That's why it's currently only one. But you can actually make impact on your level with your product, with your service. But I just had to say, billion with a B. If she does that, she will go down like she'd be the first artist responsible for something like that. It's kind of crazy. But it's not just her as an artist. At the end of the day, she's an artist, but there's a company, and then there's another company, and there's another company, and there's another company, and there's businesses and other businesses. And she's collaborating with other freelancers and other business owners and agencies and marketing people and videographers and there's so much business attached to the artistry. And so it's a travesty. It's a shame when artists do not take the business side serious, because if you don't take the business side serious, you will never be able to have global impact where world leaders are asking you to come here, right? Because you create tourism in our city. Here's one of the things that I want to do as a as an artist and as a businesswoman. I don't I don't know if a world leader would call me, but I do want the mayor from my own city to be able to call and say, hey, can you have something? Because when you have and you host things, you bring tourism here. They want to come to Dallas to see what you're doing, and they stay a while. They spend a night, they spend 2 nights, they eat and they shop and they explore our attractions, and they just bring so much right here to our city. That's actually feasible, not just for me, but for you, especially if you're an artist. And if you don't have to even be an artist. You can just be a part of a situation. Just think beyond the artistic of the moment, just writing the song or performing the song or the band and all that. Think about the impact that you're able to make. You can be responsible for generating funds for an economy that you live in simply by being a creative. I am awestruck by this. This is amazing. This is crazy. And if it happens, this is going to go down in the history books. But my question for you, what do you think about it? Did you know this? Did you know that this was happening? Did you know that this type of thing was even on the horizons, that she was generating this much money? More than 50 countries. There are certain countries that don't even generate this much money. Like, it's right here, like a greater impact than 50 countries. Did you know that? Did you know about it? If you didn't know, then I just encourage you to listen, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, because I have a lot more that I like to talk about with the world of entertainment and business, sharing insights, bringing you up to speed on what's going on, making you think from a macro and a micro level about the world of business and what that means for us as people, as a society. If you like that type of thing, I encourage you to tune in for more. Drop a comment. Let me know if you knew that this was even going on. And now that you know that it's going on, do you think that you can create some type of impact, generate some type of economic impact for maybe your country, or maybe your state, or maybe your city, or maybe even your town? Do you believe it so? Which one? I would love to hear from you. Until next time, peace out.
Listen, ShySpeaks, 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 ShySpeaks.